This is a HeadGum podcast.
I used to love eating mushrooms and letting the sun, vitamin D, go on my vagina. Right?
Can we highlight that clip?
And now I
Just use
can't.
that
We
for now
ruined it.
Now I can't be laying there tripping my off with my legs spread to mother son because I don't want a little 5-year-old going like, "Mommy, watch me do." Oh my God! And we're back, Garth.
Oh, we sure are, Jake.
And you're in Australia.
I am in Sydney, Australia, finally over my jet lag, and loving every minute of it, Jake.
You just love it down there, huh?
I do like it here once you adjust. The flight, not great. But
Yeah.
no, it is great to be here. It is. I love Australia.
So we got a really fun show. We're excited for you guys to check it out. There's something I want to show the group that Kevin and Gareth haven't seen, that there was a photo that was posted online that I just want an explanation. And so I'm going to send this to you, Kevin, and I'd like a reaction of...
Who do you need an explanation from?
Well, I would like your take, and I guess I'd like an explanation from Kevin.
Okay. So this
and then your take. This was posted by his new wife.
Okay, we're looking at a photo of me smiling.
No, I've never seen that smile. This is a wild facial expression. This doesn't look like Kevin.
I wish I could say this was the first attempt. And
Now-
I hate to say, I feel like a lot of people can relate. This was the best option.
I think you suffer from what I suffer from, but
Yeah.
this is amazing, is that you can't look normal when you smile.
I don't know how to smile.
What would you call this smile in your repertoire of smiles?
I would call this...
Because I have a pitch.
I have a pitch too. I call it 3% teeth.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, what-
I have 2.
What do you have, Garth?
I've got leaving the cult or fresh lobotomy.
Yeah, I'm going to go the second one. I've got Robot Boy, who is told by his new wife. And by the way, she looked great in the photo.
Yeah, she
Is that her with
she
her
said,
arm around you?
Yes.
she's
And
whispering
she's
to me
being
how
very-
to smile.
Yeah,
I was
she
gonna say,
said,
she's being very supportive through this tough moment.
this is
Yeah.
when you smile, Kevin.
A little more normal.
That's pretty-
Little more normal.
So was this posted?
But like, look
on-
at you right now talking, Kevin. You look
Yeah.
so normal in real
Yeah.
life. Like, the reason I love this photo is whoever this guy in the photo is, I've never met him.
No.
Yeah.
I work with you a lot. Yeah, I don't know this. If I met him on the subway, I'd be afraid of him. You, I
Yeah.
know. I like you. You're a nice looking guy. You got a great smile right now. Who is this guy in the photo, man?
This is like an accountant in Joliet that's like, I can give you a ride home. And it's like, ugh, I don't really know you.
It's just truly good stuff.
It's
Guys,
really great.
we have a great show. Thank you for sticking with us.
Yeah.
And without
we'll keep you smiling.
further ado.
Caller, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, welcome to We're Here to Help, America's #1 podcast. You're on with Jake and Gareth. Before we learn who you are, Jake, can you do the audio test
You're
you just
a
did on
bad
yourself,
man.
please? It is.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey. Greg Brown, everybody.
It
It
was.
sounded so good in the ear.
It was great in my ear too. Hey man, what's your name, age, and where
Did
you calling
you say,
from?
hey, babe?
No.
Oh.
You're here. You're
John?
ever
I'm
since
off,
you're
I'm
hey
off.
baby. You're
I know,
just
I'm
hearing
off.
other
Everything's
people.
babe.
That's you. You're the babe
Yeah,
guy.
sir, if I call you babe today, please don't take offense.
Yep.
I won't.
Thank you.
So what's your name, babe, and what's your age, babe?
John, 31, from Tulsa.
Johnny,
Tulsa.
31, Tulsa, babe.
All right, babe. So what's going on with you? What can we help you with, babe?
So about 2 weeks ago, I got into work on a Wednesday morning and just felt like I didn't want to be there.
Tell me about it.
Relatable so far.
I told my boss there's a family emergency and that I had to go home. And I proceeded to take the next 3 days off for said family emergency.
This is bold, Johnny.
Wow. This was just on a whim too. You just felt you hated work, especially this day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nothing in particular happened.
Okay.
Johnny, let me just ask, as a man who battles it myself, is depression a thing?
You know, it could have been
Okay.
a little bit of that.
Because
for sure.
just a random Wednesday going, I got to get out of here for 3 days. is mostly not just, I didn't feel like it.
What a feeling, though.
Yeah, I believe me.
What a feeling to walk out those
Hey,
doors.
babe, I got it every day of my life.
Oh, boy. Okay. All right, John.
Oh,
I got to get out of here.
I know. It's so true.
I think 80% of humans
We
have
should
it.
just be in a forest. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's just, it is.
20% of people are healthy and fine, and the rest of us are going like this. See, there is somebody doing better.
I got to get, yes.
I got to get out of here.
Get out!
All right, babe. So you leave work, you take 3 days off. Where are we at?
so next week I'm in a meeting with my boss, just a regular one-on-one, and she kind of asked how everything was going with the family matter.
Hey, hold on. Hey,
Um,
babe, what did you say what the emergency was, or just that you had an emergency?
I did not.
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
Not
Smart.
at that time.
Smart.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was smart until
Oh, babe.
this meeting. She asks. She just asks if everything is okay, and for whatever reason, I felt like I needed to justify the 3 days off.
Yeah.
So I
agree
told her
with
that
you.
my grandmother died.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Quick,
Big.
let's give.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, let's give your boss a name.
Jim.
Jim?
You said she, and her name is Jim.
I'm trying to come up with a fake name on the spot.
I
I'm
gotcha.
sorry. Sarah.
Okay.
Let's say
Hey,
Sarah.
man.
All right, babe. That's fine.
Hey, Johnny, take 3 days off, man.
Yeah, John.
You need a break.
Yeah, you're overexerted.
So we're gonna say Sarah, yeah.
Sarah, the female
Sarah.
boss.
Yeah.
You
All
t-
right.
meeting one-on-one. You say she
You
goes,
went
"How was
big.
the emergency?" You go, "It's very sad. My grandmother died."
Yeah.
Did you give
Right.
specifics of the story? If so, can we hear them?
Yeah, I just said that my grandma had passed, and then she told me like the company's bereavement policy to take off for the funeral, everything like that.
Okay.
Okay. So you got a little bit more time
Yeah.
off.
Did
And
you was this? Yeah. Were you getting more time?
No, so
No,
this is where I did give a little bit of detail because I felt a little bad.
Okay.
So I just said that she was cremated, and we were just kind of doing a get together over the weekend. It wasn't going to be like an actual funeral because they wanted to send flowers and stuff. So I kind of needed to make an excuse. So I just said,
Yeah.
we're doing a get together. We're not doing a funeral.
Okay.
By the way, babe, quick thinking.
Yeah. Also interesting though. It's okay. All right. Keep going.
So
'cause
you're
I'm
not
curious.
you're not a guy who pushes it,
Yeah. He's playing it
because
safe.
you could have. I'll
No.
tell you what Garf would have done
Oh
there.
yeah.
The funerals in Thailand.
She she always identified with Thailand. And so we just are all gonna go out there, but it's such a beast of a trip.
It's
And I don't think I should go. We have all these meetings coming
but
up.
she wanted me to go on a boat with no cell phone reception for a month.
She always feared flying, so we're doing it the old-fashioned way. What she would have wanted.
Okay, sir, you're fired.
Uh,
You're 100%
What?
fired.
You can't do that.
Grandma, no. So Johnny, back to you. So you were pretty smooth. You go cremation, no big deal. What does Sarah say?
Yeah. She says, okay, just let me know if there's anything else that you need.
Respect. Like her as
whatever.
a boss.
Nothing
Like her
after
as a
that.
boss.
Mm-hmm. She's taking a lie
Yep.
well.
Yeah.
And then, so the next day I'm at home and I get a giant flower delivery to my front door.
Mm.
Sorry for your loss, like from the company.
Great.
Get into work the next day, card on my desk signed by everybody in the office.
Oy, oy.
This is getting bad.
Yeah.
Babe. This is getting
Yeah.
bad, babe.
Yep. It's a
Okay.
lot.
Yeah.
They're too nice.
So
Yeah. It's backfiring.
I guess that's where my questions come in, is because they were so nice and accommodating about it. I do feel bad
Mhm.
Of course
for the
you do.
lie.
Of
Yep.
course you do.
And in my specific role, it's a lot of one-on-one time with just my boss. I'm the only person underneath her going to events. So there's a lot of small talk and things like that. And I'm worried about now slipping up in this lie in the future. What if when my grandmother actually dies? What do I say?
Well, first of all, you're not going to that funeral.
Well,
When
that
your
is
grandma
something
dies, you're going to find out at noon. At 1 o'clock, you're at a meeting.
yeah, and you're gonna be sitting there, gonna be like, "Why are you crying?" You'll be like, "It's the
Saw-
histamines."
Saw a sad movie
Yeah,
about
yeah.
a grandma dying today who I really
I'm
loved.
thinking about my grandma
Yeah.
from 4 years ago.
Yeah. So I get it. So the specific question is, what do you do now?
Yeah, I guess the question would be, do I tell them, and if so,
No.
how, or do I just
No.
try and live in
100%
this
with
lie?
you.
No, you don't. No, you baked this cake already, so that
I
that
agree.
part's over.
I agree.
Let me ask you a question. Everyone gets 2. Now, are both of your grandmas alive?
In reality, yes.
Okay, that's tough. And then, how long have you been working at this company? And do you feel like you're going to work there for a while? Is this kind of where you want to be?
Yeah, I've been here about 3 years, and I feel like I'm gonna stick around for a while.
Okay.
So, or I hope to.
All right, babe. So the Garf said something right on this one. You've already baked this cake. So you got to think of your old life as the ingredients to a cake. You got flour, you got eggs, you got milk, you got sugar.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone now.
Yeah.
You now have a full-blown cake in your house.
Yes.
The old you who has 2 living grandmas does not exist at work, period.
Yes.
There's no going back. If you go back, you're your dead grandma because that's over. The company will not go,
Oh, yeah.
I totally get it. Now that you said it the way you said it, you just decided on a Wednesday to bail and we sent you flowers. You are a dead man.
You certainly cannot come clean about this. I mean, the truth is that if you were to have drawn this up ahead of time,
Yeah.
you probably would have wanted to go with something less
Severe.
tragic,
Yeah.
less severe.
Although, if you're going to draw it up, and I'm not saying it's morally sound, you did play it well.
Well, you did for On the Fly. For
On the
sure.
fly, so...
And by the way, you got your 3 days off.
Agreed.
But
I got a pitch.
Okay, I got a pitch too. Go ahead.
You want to go first?
No, you go.
It's not a great second half. It's a start.
Okay.
I call it the give back. Because I think the reason you're calling in here, honey, is
This is kidding.
yes, this is happening, but you're feeling guilty. Am I wrong or am I right?
Yeah, no, I think that's definitely what it is.
Because I'll tell you what's not going to come up in conversation in 8 months. You're dead, grandma.
Probably not.
I got to tell you, I don't think I've ever casually talked about my grandparents.
Truth.
I've never been at work and talked about them. Now, if you say, yeah, we're going to go visit my grandma, the person's going to assume it's the one that's alive. And in 3 months, they're not going to think about it. So what I'm thinking, and if I'm off track here, then pull me back in. But you seem like a nice guy, babe. And you feel like you didn't want them to feel bad. You just wanted to get out of work. You didn't want the flowers. You didn't want the card. You didn't want the human empathy. So what we got to do now is pay it back.
Yeah, there's a karmic sense in here.
There's a karmic sense in here. And that is, I would maybe have like a food truck for everybody and say like, thanks for everybody here for being so cool. Love being here. Love this community. Happy Friday.
I think something like that is pretty good. If you order pizzas for lunch one day, talk to your boss, say the outpouring was so nice that you want to buy pizzas for everybody on Friday.
As well as, I don't want to heighten it anymore. I don't need to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
I just want to even do something anonymous.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because
that's
if
true
you
too.
do it, they're going to go
That's
like,
true.
man, this must have really cracked
I
him
actually
up.
like that better. I like that if you say to her, everyone was so sweet. You don't want to you don't want to kind of keep talking about this, but Friday, would it be cool if, you let everyone know Friday there's going to be pizza in the break room and you got them a bunch of pizzas?
Hey, babe, what do you think about an anonymous give back? When we say that to you, how does that make you feel? You need 3 days off from this call?
No, I think it would definitely have to be anonymous. My concern is just bringing more attention to it in general.
Agreed.
With my boss.
With the
trying
boss.
to plan
Okay,
that.
so I have an idea.
Go.
Anonymous.
Yeah, that's
The
good.
boss doesn't even know.
Just show them. Yeah.
There's just a day that there's a box of donuts in the break room. There's the next week, there's a whole catered bagel thing.
Well, I think that let me tell you a story from the show as to why I think that will work.
It'd be really funny if all of a sudden in the episode it just cut to the next piece of advice. If you hear, let me tell you a story, and then you hear, I got other advice, and the audience
it's back
went
to you or another option.
and then on video you see like we're both way more tired. And there's like 3 empty
There's like
cans.
smoke in the room. Smoke's clearing
They're
still.
like, whatever it was, Gareth told a lie. And
my
then
mic is pushed far away.
the guy Johnny at the end of it goes, all right, guys, that wasn't helpful, and I do have to go.
Yeah, if he's got to go. I do have to go though.
All right, it's the story.
So we have a sponsor, and it's called Duer.
Ooh.
And Jake basically picked out the outfit for me.
Yeah.
And so these clothes showed up at my house.
Yes.
And I took the clothes, I started wearing them. I didn't realize, I wasn't sure if it was a spot. I just didn't ask any questions.
Clothes just showed up to his house and he wore them.
And I was happy that they were there. So I didn't source it. I didn't trace it. I didn't ask any questions. I was like, it could be the wrong person. I'm just happy to have the clothes. I didn't bring it up again. So I think the point there is that if pizzas
But
show
hold
up.
on. Then he wears it to work one day, and I compliment his clothes, and I go, "This is your look. You look great." He doesn't say these random clothes showed up.
I
He
go,
goes,
"Thank you, man.
Thanks,
Thank
man."
you." Yeah, no, I'm finding myself. I'm finding my footing over here.
Then a couple weeks later, when it's time for the commercial,
we don't need to keep.
and I
getting...
say to Kevin, "Hey, Kevin, the clothes that were sent to Gareth, I thought they were sent here to the studio," and I go, "We need them for today's ad." And he goes, "I don't know." Gareth is silent the entire time.
Well, there's palpable tension, so I thought it's not a good time for me to jump in with my part of.
Then later,
Uh-oh.
after Kevin and I are like smoothing it out, and we go, "All right, I guess we'll just ask them to send some clothes." Gareth goes, "I will say, about a month ago, some random clothes were sent to me that you complimented and said looked really good."
The point is, Johnny, the point is not that
What a great story.
I'm a grown man. The point is, if anonymous bagels or donuts or pizza show up, nobody's gonna be
Yes,
like,
you're right.
"Where did these come from?"
But
People will be like, "Oh,
yes,
it's great."
That's right, Garth. But you energetically will feel you
Yeah.
righted a wrong. Are we anywhere near a solution you like, babe?
I definitely think so. I think the more we've been talking, I've realized it is more of a conscience guilt issue,
Yeah.
and that there's probably not a tangible solution to it. So I think I like this
But hold on,
idea.
just to talk this out with you, because you're with us, right? The tangible solution, and this is not a road I'm necessarily pitching that I think is right, but just to talk it out, would be this. Garf, you're Sarah.
Yes.
Johnny, I'm gonna be you, okay?
Okay.
A meeting. We're in a meeting.
Okay. Yeah. So I feel like if we can get that done by next Thursday, we'll be in good shape. Sheep. What's going on with me?
I think that's absolutely correct.
I went out last night.
Yeah, and I think that would be very doable by Thursday.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's
one last thing
Oh,
before
yeah.
we go.
Go ahead.
The outpouring that I received from this company and you specifically was very kind.
Well, we are just so sad.
And my
here.
grandma didn't die.
Yeah. So what do you mean? She's
Totally alive.
Then why did you take the?
Wanted the days off. Hustled you. Lied to you. Your
grandma is alive and
both of
fine,
them,
and
yes.
you completely made all of that up.
I did, and I feel bad, and I don't want to lose my job. So Thursday,
Well,
I'll
we're
have
not. No, hold on, because everybody. Let me just be very clear. You put everyone through your emotions,
and I appreciate the kindness.
Yeah, but you shouldn't appreciate anything. There's nothing to appreciate because they're definitely revoked now.
Right. But on
The
Thursday,
fact that you were able to play this off for the amount of time that you did,
scary, right?
No part of you thought you should come clean when you got the
well,
card
that's
and
what
the
I'm doing.
flowers.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, but it's
on-
way beyond
but
time.
Thursday,
for something
I'll have
like
the
that.
deadline. So
Thursday's not a matter of your concern at this point. Honestly, what is a matter of your concern? You know what? Here's the good news. You're getting another day off. I don't think you should be here today, and we kind of need to figure out where we want to go with this, because this is just sort of...
My grandma died. You
So
see
are
what
you
we're saying? You see what we're saying here, babe?
Yeah.
Do you kind of see the death trap you're entering?
Yeah, I hated that.
Yeah, but that's what you would be looking down the barrel of. Now, I got a couple little things to leave you with just in case.
Okay.
The truth is, you do have two grandmas. They are not immortal.
No.
And if you're saying you want to be at this company for a long stretch of time, life is life. At some point, you might have to take time off for the passing of both of your grandmas. If you're here for another 15 years,
Right.
Sarah might be your boss still.
Yeah.
She's going to be like, wait a minute, I'm doing some grandma math.
Yeah.
And
A lot of
so
grandmas.
you might want to, in the next year, pepper a little foundation for the future where you talk about how your grandpa remarried.
Step-grandma.
You got a step grandma.
Fucking wrote it down.
Yes. Yes.
That's right.
Yes. Go.
But no, you're right. So if you want a way out, whenever somebody says something, but here's the problem with that, Gareth. And I say this to you too, Johnny. If somebody goes like, "Hey, have you been okay since your grandma died?" and you go, "Step grandma."
Oh, I don't think we say this one's the step grandma.
Oh, the next one. Who
I think we
dies
lay
is
the foundation
step-grandma.
that this family's a little more complicated than maybe everybody knows.
Oh yeah, that's
There's
right.
a step grandma, so when the real one goes, we can get the day
we
off.
only have to worry about this when the second one dies.
Yes,
So the next one that
Yep.
dies is grandma.
Yep.
The next one after that dies, you're equally sad. You need time off.
You need 2 days, maybe.
Step grandma.
Yeah, step grandma.
So what do you think of right now the anonymous give back and the future?
Or-
Go ahead.
This one who just passed,
Yeah.
your grandpa remarries next year.
You can't be sad about you met somebody when they were 80 years old and they died at 82.
Okay.
You don't
fair,
get days
fair,
off for that.
Fair.
You
Fair.
just
Just
don't-
options.
yeah.
Options, babe.
So
Couldn't the solution just be I've always had a step grandma?
yes,
Yes, that's what we're
exactly
saying.
right.
Yep.
Gareth had it and then he blew it and now we're back.
Hey, it didn't blow anything. We are
But-
following
babe,
threads here to get you to the best place.
But babe, yes, it is. You've always had a step grandmother and you've viewed them all as your grandmas.
Yes.
You didn't meet her at when she was 79 and lose her at 80 and now you need 3 days off of work because then
All right.
the
we don't need
assignment
to, we
on
don't need to
Thursday,
roast it.
you're out of here.
Yeah. Okay. All right, babe.
I've
We're
been
good.
very
I
nice,
can
but
see
you
the look.
brought
You're
out
mowing.
the mow.
You're mowing.
But it's
you are
you.
mowing.
It's you.
Mo always thinks it's the other person.
Babe, what do you think of this idea that we go in with the anonymous give back? And if you do the anonymous give back, what do you think you're going to do?
I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to just order in some pizzas for lunch one day.
I like it.
I'm just on my own.
Yep.
And then you could write a note
and
that
then-
says, like, thanks for being such great coworkers.
Yeah.
You could. Maybe you want to wait a couple weeks until you're further away from this. But yeah, I think something.
But also, even if somebody goes like, hey, man, did you send that pizza? You could say, yeah, I did. And I'll tell you why. And they go, oh, that's sweet. And you go like, it's just a great group of people here.
Yeah. I mean, look, we're just looking for a karmic etch-a-sketch. So
And
I
I'll-
think that
yeah.
gets you that.
And I'll tell you what, babe, you'll know when to stop sending those pizzas. You'll feel it.
What do you mean? Are you saying he's sending pizzas every couple of weeks for a while?
Until you
No.
feel
No, we
the
can't because
debt is clear.
no, because I would worry that then people
Listen,
are
I'm a
like,
guy who did Reiki. I'm different now.
oh God, I didn't know he did that. We'll probably
So-
cover that at some point. Oh my God.
So I'm now a guy.
And are you changed?
Listen to me. I was only mow once.
We just started.
Shut up!
Oh my God.
I'm back!
Oh God.
It doesn't work.
Ah.
But here's what I mean by it. You can do it once, but if you're not done, then don't be done.
Okay.
You can keep finding ways to purge yourself of the guilt if you like, but look, it's over. You did it. I mean, in life, there are times where you make decisions that are
Cut,
fucking
and
wrong.
then all of a sudden it cuts to 10 minutes
I'm not
later.
here anymore.
3 drinks.
I'm not here.
Hannah Simone is
Hannah's
here. Oh, wait.
You're like frazzled.
It comes back.
Sorry, I'm a little rattled. So wait, okay, let's talk. Sometimes this happens, and you just, let it go.
Yeah,
What matters
agreed.
is that you will learn that, hey, you know what? You didn't fucking make the best decision in the moment. You needed 3 days off. Shit happens. You did it. Don't beat yourself up. Don't reiki yourself over the coals. We'll be right back. But
So, Johnny,
title,
not a title.
maybe.
Johnny, question to you, babe. What
Yeah.
are you gonna do? Walk us through the whole thing. The floor is yours. We're gonna try not to interrupt.
Yeah, I think probably at some point next week, I like the idea of just ordering some pizza into the office for lunch, maybe leaving a little note next to it saying, thank you, but keeping it vague enough that it can't relate directly back to me.
Respect.
Yeah, do a parenthetical, not
and
about
then
a
just
grandma.
And then just keep doing good deeds, I suppose, until, like Jake said, I just feel better.
There you go.
Yeah, man. I like this. Okay. And
It's good.
then what's gonna happen when real grandma dies?
Well, the next one, like we said, we're still good there.
And then what happens when
and
Grandma
then-
Dose passes? What if it's fast? What if
Go
it's
to-
like
go to-
dominoes? One
That-
knocks over the other.
Oh man, if they go at once.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
let's just
boy.
Oh,
talk it
Yeah, we
out.
don't. No.
Well, if they both go at once, we're still
That's
in the
actually
clear, 'cause
great.
that's
Then
only
it's
one
just
funeral.
grandma.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess
That's
you
the
need to
ideal
figure out a
situation.
way. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say that's just the ideal situation.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Wow, we really got you to a dark spot.
No, it isn't.
Hopefully,
Johnny,
they go
you're
at
going to
the
be
same
sending
time.
yourself pizzas for that
Yeah.
comment. So, Johnny, so I think we have a good solution. It's a wild one, but I think the anonymous give back is going to help you. I think when, unfortunately, your grandma passes, you deal with the second one, and then when the third one does, you deal with the pain, but you understand you're not going to get the full break, and you might have to lean into step. Are we in agreement here as a team on that one?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Babe, thank you for the call.
Thanks, Pep.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Be a better you in 2024 with Babbel, the science-backed language learning app that actually works. So stop paying hundreds of dollars for private tutors or waste hours on apps that really don't help you speak the dang old language. Garth,
Yeah.
man, what do you think?
Well, I think the fact that always jumped out to us when we've talked about this is the fact that with 10-minute lessons,
Yeah.
You can within 3 weeks you start like it's better than like a semester at college of
Just shocking.
At 10 minutes a day. So that's why we support it. That's why we encourage anyone who needs to learn another language to use Babbel.
Here's a special limited time deal for our listeners. Right now, get up to 60% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com/HTH. Gilly.
Rules and restrictions may apply. You know I'm here, Jake. You don't even need to pass me the ball. I'll shoot.
My God. This episode is brought to you by Duer. Duer is a clothing company that the Garf Man and I now wear quite a bit.
Quickly, the story with this is you picked out an outfit and then you picked out an outfit for me, and
Yes.
I did not make the connection that this was the outfit you'd picked out for me. And just like thinking Santa dropped off clothes at my house, I just started wearing it, loved it, and I wore it, and you saw me in it not knowing it was Duer, and you were like, this is the outfit, man. This is for you.
Duer I really like. They make stretch performance denim and lifestyle apparel for men and for women.
Yes.
What I really like about it is that it's very comfortable and it looks fancy enough. You can take these out to a nice dinner, or you can wear them out to, hanging out with friends, but it is nice enough where it actually works. What I like to refer to as press clothes.
Yes.
Check out Duer's flagship stores in LA or Denver, or shop online at shopduer.com/Gil sent me. That's shop SHOP Duer DUER.com/Gil sent me. Gilly, you want to jump in?
Well, I'll just say that's /Gil sent me, and don't wait to get 20% off. Go now to shopduer.com/Gil sent me. This is an amazing deal.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. What's your name?
Lorelai.
Lorelai.
Laura, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Austin.
And how old are you, Laura?
6th Street.
Yep.
6th Street.
How old are you?
Are we too old for Sixth Street? I'm 37. so-
Ouch.
I will say this.
Ouch.
I know he's plus that, and the answer is yes, he is.
Ow, owie. Owie.
Lorelai, last time I was there, I am too old for it, and so's the Garf Man.
Ow. All right.
There's always a few guys out there like that, but that's okay.
Jesus
By the way,
Christ.
we got to be a little nicer. That last one hurt. That one made me feel sad for the Garf. Because there is, whenever you go to like a collegey area, there's always that one 40-year-old who's like walking around being like, dude, Duke won in March Madness. And you go like, those 18-year-olds can do this. You
Right.
are out of college for longer than you're old. You've been out of college longer than the people in college have been alive.
Legally, you should not be able to wear the jersey of someone younger than you.
I agree with this.
It is
But
creepy.
Garrett, I said
Stop.
that to you
All right,
via
Lorelai,
text.
Lorelai, what's going on?
You can't
Lorelai,
rephrase my
Stop.
burn.
Lorelai, what's going on?
Okay, so here's what's up. My husband and I bought our daughters a trampoline,
A tramp.
and the night we set it up, I'm scrolling on social media, and I see my neighbor's story where she's posted a question saying that the kid, a video rather, that the kids next door have gotten a trampoline, and can she still get naked in her backyard?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that
So
I
she
didn't
throws-
expect.
This is insane. I feel like you just
She throws
read
a
a
poll up.
keyword search on YouTube.
Yeah, so say that again.
It gets better. So her poll gives four options, right? So A, it's like, yes,
Poll.
girl, it's your yard, get naked.
Oh, she
B,
made a poll.
Can't get naked. B, can't get naked because #kids. C, talk to the parents, which is us. Or D, build a hierophant.
So you've got a trampoline in your backyard. So the kids are not
Yeah.
jumping.
They're higher than before.
There used to be a fence there. How did you see your
There-
neighbor's post?
She's an influencer of some sort of like low influencing, I guess.
So you
But
you follow her on
there's
social
enough-
media.
I don't follow her. I lurk. It's
Oh,
public.
understood. Respect. I get
Smart.
it. Okay, same.
Good work.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you know of her on it. She went like, "Hey y'all, I don't know what to do. My neighbor's got a trampoline."
Can I still be nude?
And then
Exactly.
there was like some song on there
Exactly.
in the background, and then she said like poll time.
Mm-hmm.
A,
Exactly.
do I keep
Exactly.
getting naked? Screw it, I'm cray. 2, stop getting naked. 3, hire fence. 4, talk to the family.
Exactly.
Respect.
Now, let me do a little background on her, because she's in this influencing of like magic mushrooms, praying to crystals, like menstrual blood facials. It's like very.
What was the third one?
The third one is
weird.
where I got lost for
So
sure.
menstrual what?
Facials.
Is that
and
a real thing?
also,
Apparently.
also she. I didn't know either. I don't know. I'm from California originally, but I didn't know it was out here. But she has giant paintings that you can see from our yard into their front room of giant open vag.
Oh, I hear what you're saying now.
I'll tell you, we've all really taken menstrual facials real easy and moved on from it, because
Agreed.
I'm still hanging.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say it, but
Yeah.
we've all had the incident, and it's not something you're like, keep that on the face for as long as possible. Boy,
We've
my
all
skin.
had the incident?
You know, you've gone down there
That's
wrong
not a
time.
choice.
Okay, so
You need to call in this show because you're You're an animal.
we all are.
You assume we all are 45-year-old guys in Duke sweatshirts hanging around on.
I'm on 6th Street.
You're like, we've all run around
Hey, ladies,
with
let me tell
menstrual
you,
all over our faces.
I don't mind if the road's shut down. I'll drive along it.
You are a wild
Listen,
animal.
I've been a comedian on the road for a long time.
I'm sure this happened before you started doing stand-up.
Absolutely. Now, Lorelai, so this
Yeah.
this is wild. What's going on next door? It's also
What's
wild.
going
that
on right here? Everything is wild. Lauren,
Well,
you
I
and I are
appreciate
together.
that.
Gareth and your neighbor should get married.
Well, the mushrooms I love.
Yeah.
I love the mushrooms
So
part.
let's get back to this thing. So
That's a lot.
inside her house, she's got big paintings of vaginas,
Open vag.
open vag.
Yeah.
Don't do this,
Yeah.
Gareth.
I'm explaining to those of us who are listening on
Oh, no.
YouTube.
What is it, an
with just
elephant's
captions.
vagina?
Well, it's just it's you.
In your example, how big is this woman? Are you that big and she's a giant?
I like to do the Moses.
You know what it is when you go down on a lady. Ah!
You know how it is. It's like opening an elevator door in Speed.
So, Laura Lee, let's get back to you. You got a trampoline.
Yes,
the kids
thank
are
you.
jumping. The neighbor lady said, do I keep getting naked? The neighbor lady is a
Yeah.
wild woman.
Yes.
Yes.
Influencer.
Keep going.
Okay, so my husband and I were like, do we wait till the kids, my daughters are 9 and 5, do we wait till they see a naked lady, or are we knocking on her door and saying something?
You can't say anything to her. She's allowed to do what she wants on her property.
And you will out yourself as a lurker.
Also, if someone came to me and said like, "Hi, I was climbing up a tree and I looked in your window and I don't like your artwork," I'm going like, "So what? Get out of here."
Do you think is she just straight up being like kind of hippie in the yard naked, or are we thinking there's like weirder
Hippie.
shit than that?
Hippie.
You got the synopsis of her influencing.
Yeah,
That's just
yeah.
her public life. I mean, I think
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Here's
There's
the first thought.
mushrooms
Okay.
involved,
Here's
so-
the first thought.
Mushrooms are fun.
Here's the first thought. Can you move the trampoline someplace else in your yard?
No.
Okay.
The trampoline is moved as far away from their site as could
Okay.
put it.
Can
Ooh.
you spend a little bit of money, not a lot of money, a little bit of money, and get some hedges?
Yeah.
So
I think that's where we're leaning.
now
That's
here's
where
what you
we're
can
leaning.
do in
Yeah.
the meantime. So if you plant hedges, you can go 3 feet. If you want to spend less, you go 6 feet. You want to spend a little bit more, you can go 12 feet. You want to spend, I can get you a bundle deal. I can take care of you.
Let her do it on her own.
In the meantime, what I think you should do is there's a sports type net. We have one. You know, you just put it. My kids are playing ball in the backyard. I went on Amazon for a couple $100, got a huge
yeah.
net.
But they make those for trampoline.
Yes.
Yes.
No, but I wouldn't. So I would also put a net
Uh-huh.
over the fence,
Uh-huh.
blocking vagina pictures.
Uh-huh.
If she asks about it, it's
Okay.
you just don't want things flying into their yard.
Like menstrual
Yeah.
blood.
But
That's
I would
good, that's
consider
good.
putting something up to start blocking, and eventually those privets are gonna solve the problem for you. But you got to wait till it grows in.
Yeah.
So 2 poles,
Yeah.
cheap netting, nice and dark and black. Throw it up. If she brings it up, you say like,
Okay.
just my kids are getting wild with the trampoline. They're playing catch in there. We just want to keep everything in this yard and this yard. No bad feelings, no bad blood.
Yeah, lots of bad blood, to be fair.
What do you think of that?
I like it. I like it a lot.
Right, it's
I think
clean.
Irony that a
that's
bush will
really-
solve this.
yeah.
I like
Right.
that. I like that a lot too.
I'm with you, Kevin.
I like that too. Screw you, Kevin. Fuck you, Jake. I like that too. What I would do. You could also. Do you have a net up on your trampoline now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got the net.
I think post our childhood, they all do.
Yeah, it's crazy
I think
that
it's
we did it.
illegal.
America's
Yeah, I think
home.
it is illegal. It
Yeah.
used to not be, but nowadays everybody broke an arm on a trampoline when we were growing up.
Yeah, no, it was regular. It was say,
Yeah.
above ground pool too. We had the
Yeah.
above ground pool with no deck, and it was just like 1 out of 10 jumps, someone almost dies. So I would say if you can maybe maybe you want to double mesh that net. That kind of gives you a little bit of the pixelation vibe. But I think Jake's right. I think like
Okay, yeah.
why not just go with something like that, hedge it out a little bit.
Yeah.
It's really weird, but my guess is also because she's an influencer, she's making more of a meal out of it than it's not like she's roaming the garden naked as much. I think she's trying,
Right.
she's just doing
Yeah.
it for that shit. So, but I think just to
for sure.
hedge your bets, we'll be right back. Get some hedges.
What do you think, Laura? What are you going to do? What do you want to do here?
I mean, I don't want to talk to her.
You don't.
So I don't want to talk about this with her.
Yeah, I
So
don't
I
think
wouldn't.
you should.
I wouldn't recommend the content.
Yeah, no.
Okay, good. And I mean, my 5-year-old's just going to yell like naked woman, naked
Yeah,
lady.
yeah.
It's going to be, it's going to be
Have
kind of
you ever
disastrous if they see her.
Have you ever seen this woman naked?
Basically, because at the community pool, she wore a string thong bikini
Jesus Christ.
Interesting.
with like hundreds of kids in the pool.
Oh, so
So
she's
there's something-
wild.
We do house calls too. Maybe I can head over there
going
and we
on.
could take some mushrooms. I can talk to her a little. You know what I mean?
This is where we lose
Yeah.
Gareth to a
That's my
ponytail.
good solution. Can you come over?
He's gonna literally come back with a ponytail and overalls and be like, I did 3 shows at the Comedy Mothership and now I'm in love with this influencer.
Street is magic again, brother.
Dude, it is a lot.
I'm back.
Eric Edelstein will go, the music's incredible.
Eric at the
Man, it really is weird. So this is the kind of, and what is this woman? We'll block it out, but what's her Instagram handle?
Yeah, just so we can be clear.
No.
We're going to block it
That's
out,
a-
but this is just for us.
Oh, you are going to block it
Yeah,
out?
yeah,
I'll-
we'll
Kevin,
cut
will
it
you
out.
put it up on the screen so we can get a look at
Yeah, she sent it.
Okay,
let's
we just
have
this
a-
Okay.
before we
Just
wrap
so we
this up. This will
know
get blocked
what
out.
we're dealing with.
They get a little
Just
real
a taste of
tasty.
what
Yeah.
you're dealing with.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of woman who
Yeah.
wore a string bikini to a kid's public pool.
Which again, I don't think
The kids
necessarily.
public-
I don't
Yeah.
think necessarily says that.
It's weird. Garth.
It's weird, but I also think for like those influencer people, they do that shit to just like
yeah.
bring people to be like, oh, definitely
Yeah.
be naked. Don't let it stop you. The
Okay.
body's beautiful.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh, it's a lot of
See how many follow. Let's see if
Body
there's a real
empowerment.
influencer.
okay, so all right, I hear what this is now more.
Keep going. Let's see.
So
You get
this is so
get an
okay.
idea.
Oh wait, we're seeing the backyard, the fence. So that's a low fence.
Yeah, there's some elevation, so where you can see.
Okay.
And then she's got stuff to lift
not
your
great.
mood, to fix
I-
my anxiety.
I'm gonna say the good
Hmm.
news is I don't think she's in the yard naked
nope.
as much as
Although she might be.
she's saying.
And I'm gonna
she's
say
saying.
I will say she's different than I expected. She has more of like a Mother Earth vibe
Yeah.
rather than like a in your face annoying influencer.
Okay, well,
Go
we're
ahead.
still Team Lorelai, though. I mean, right? Like, there is a problem.
I'm going on the other
It's still
side a little bit.
problem.
I'm going on the other side a little
Okay,
bit. I'm not gonna
okay.
lie and saying it.
Okay.
And here's where I'm
Okay.
at. So what she's saying is, she is a woman who is into her things about like feminine power.
Uh-huh.
Her body, her choice.
Uh-huh.
She loves nature. She's down in Texas, the new California. So all those people who talk shit about California who moved there, just so you guys know, you guys are the new California. You're talking shit about yourselves. You're looking in the mirror. You guys are the new California. You guys are a joke. So be really proud, but literally all the worst of LA has moved there. Half the reality stars are now down there. Every kid actor from some show that was terrible is now down there and having like a little fort and being like, dude, I love it. They're all taking mushrooms. They think they're getting deep. They're all like, dude, I used to pay taxes and now I literally have a gun. And you're like, you're such a loser. And in 3 years, you're going to turn back. You guys know you're just chasing some other idea.
Okay, and then you.
I'm lost.
Okay.
But so here's my point. She seems like the kind. She's different than I thought. I thought it was going to be one of these really annoying, in-your-face young influencers who's just about attention.
Yep.
This woman feels like she's taking a more holistic approach to everything, meaning she does not want to offend, especially little kids. She does not want your kids. So her question is more like, fuck, I used to love eating mushrooms and letting the sun, vitamin D, go on my vagina. Right?
Can we highlight that clip?
And now I
Just use
can't.
that for
Ruined it.
Now I can't be laying there tripping my ass off with my legs spread to mother son because I don't want a little 5-year-old going like, Mommy, watch me do. Oh my God. So you're kind of the bad guy in her like wonderful trip. So I would say, going back to that netting, you might be doing both of you a favor that she could say like, thank you for the privacy screen.
Yep.
This goes back to when we had
Okay.
when we had the guy who stretches naked in front of his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? You never know. But what I will say is a privacy screen goes a long way.
I agree. I think that's the easiest solution.
I like that.
And I just don't think I think she's more hemming and hawing just because people are going to be like, oh, you do you. But you don't want to find out.
Yeah.
So I would just go that route, play it safe.
Privacy
and-
screen any way you can.
Yeah.
Got the finances and you can do a bigger fence, do it.
Mhm.
You can also build it yourself.
Yeah.
If you can't,
Build a wall. You're in Texas.
build a wall. You're in Texas. But really, more than anything, privacy screen.
Yep.
I like it.
'Cause those
I
little
appreciate
kids
the
are-
help. I needed some direction.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because of course we're on your side. You're the caller until she calls in. If she calls in, I'm 100% with you.
Completely.
I'm 100% against Laura Lee.
Rip the screen down.
But here's what I will say. Let's see this from her point of view. Just ate mushrooms, tripping balls. She's got 6,000 people who follow her internationally. She just made a wonderful cup of mushroom coffee. She goes outside. She just wants the sun to cook her body. And she wants that vitamin D going into her pores. She is just tripping out. And now she's got to hear, that's the sounds of kids jumping on a trampoline.
Good.
Then she sees the little heads popping up and she's thinking, block it out. Just listen to your headphones. Then she hears, then she thinks,
lady.
yes. And then they laugh.
You're
And then
spreading
she-
your hole.
Yes. She's opening the curtains of the elephant door. And now you're just kind of,
No.
no, you're just kind of
I ruined
ruining,
her life.
you're ruining her life.
You're the cop. You're the narc.
I'm ruining
And let me
her
get,
life.
and guess what, Laura? Where did you live before Texas?
I know.
California!
California!
You ruined it!
I know.
You
You have
went,
room-
she was a
is there
wonderful
room for us
keep
to come
Austin
back?
weird. She's the real deal. And you went down there because taxes and homelessness are crazy. And now your kids are jumping over the fence and staring at her beautiful body. You ruined Texas.
Jake's ability
No, Laura, I'm
pivot.
joking. I'm joking.
unrivaled.
Yeah,
My
here's what-
self-esteem after
Here's
this.
no, please
No,
don't, please don't. I'm just the Mo of Three Stooges.
We just discovered. But he's right. I mean, I really just
Privacy
do that.
screen.
That's gonna solve your problem real easy.
Yes, and if you ever have like a back and forth with her,
Yes.
I would lead out with an apology.
Interesting.
Okay.
Even if
Yeah.
you don't believe it, and here's why. You go like,
Yeah, yeah,
sorry, I
yeah.
got these
The
crazy
kids are loud.
Their kids are loud, and now they're,
Yeah.
I literally gave them a spring to bounce over your fence. So they're now springing up into your privacy.
God, I'm telling you, as far as like a mushroom taker goes,
Oh.
you really have made quite an environment now. It's like, man, I was just trying to eat an apple in my yard naked. It's like, Mom!
And then up, and then you hear because we have a trampoline in our backyard. You hear the rubber go down, all the
Yeah.
springs go up,
Ugh.
and kids, they can't help but scream on a trampoline.
Yes, right. Right.
Yeah, it's
right.
impossible.
Okay.
So I think this is a 50-50 deal. She's not saying on her post, how do I get these annoying kids to stop jumping? She's just saying, do I have to wear underpants now? And the answer to you, dear influencer, is no, you don't.
quick question, Laura. Did she post that on her stories?
She did.
Yeah.
Okay. If you lurk
By-
again, and see something like that, you might want to go nuclear and just
Yeah.
follow her and see what happens.
Yeah, by the way, danger news. She can see that you looked at the story.
True too.
I
Right.
know.
Yeah.
I don't want to give up my lurking. You know.
Well, I might want to create a. Listen, we're opening a new elephant curtain.
Yeah.
Lorelai, let us keep us posted on
Yeah.
how this goes,
Okay.
And we
I will.
appreciate the
I
call.
will. I
Yeah.
appreciate you.
and we appreciate
And
you.
for the rest of
I
you
think we-
Californians going down to Texas, keep ruining Texas.
There you go. Yeah, it's got better here.
Yeah. Laura, come back. We miss you in
Hey,
California.
Everything's bigger.
Jump
Everything
back
is
over
bigger.
here,
Everything is bigger.
like your problems. Title.
Thank you for the call, buddy. We appreciate you.
See you later.
Okay. Bye.
And Jake, this episode of We're Here to Help is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is a way to build your own website, and they keep expanding with what they can do. My website is a Squarespace website. I put it together. It's so easy. It's so user-friendly. We put a website together for
Suits and wigs.
Suits and wigs. We all know that's sweeping the nation. But they offer so much stuff. They offer ways for you to sell your content, ways for you to sell your merch. It just keeps expanding and expanding.
So GarethReynolds.com is Squarespace.
GarethReynolds.com is Squarespace. Where you can
So
go
is
for tour dates.
KevinBartell.com. It's got all the shows I work on. Pretty cool.
That is, by the way,
Okay,
huge,
Kevin. Okay,
huge update. That
Also,
Kevin
slow down, Kevin.
leans all the way back in my chair. Pretty cool.
Oh boy, that just
The
happened,
most
everybody.
aggressive, weird overlap of the history of We're Here to Help. All right, so head to squarespace.com/Kevin freaked out during this ad company. Squarespace.com/Gil sent me to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using the code Gil sent me. This episode is brought to you by the Wondery podcast, The Big Flop.
I love this podcast. I know Misha Brown, who is the host, who basically chronicles big pop culture fails and always tries to answer the age-old question, who thought this was a good idea? I did an episode a while ago on this podcast about the Howard Dean scream. You remember Howard Dean screamed? And
Yes.
everything fell apart.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it again. Yeah, I'm doing it again coming up. But one that's coming out right now is in the late 90s, an oil substitute called Olestra exploded onto the market. And the idea was basically that you could eat as many snacks as you wanted without gaining any weight, but there were a few catches. That's what I'm saying. This show is very funny.
Really
But
good.
anyway, like I said, this is a great podcast. It's called The Big Flop. It's hosted by Misha Brown. And to hear the full story of Olestra, follow The Big Flop on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. And you can listen to The Big Flop early and ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus.
This episode is brought to you by Dell.
Look, Jake, we all know Dell, right? I mean, look, seasons change. Why not your tech? Upgrade now during the Dell Technologies Summer Sale event and save on select PCs like the XPS 16 powered by Intel Core processors. You'll be able to bring your most innovative projects to life with built-in AI, minimalistic designs, immersive visuals, cinematic audio, and I'm just spitting this off the dome, by the way. Plus, complete your dream setup with deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronic accessories when you shop online at Dell.com/deals. You'll have access to exceptional tech and electronics, plus free shipping on everything. Amazing prices await you for a limited time only at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Dell.com/deals.
Hello.
Hi there. Welcome back. Hi. Welcome back to We're Here to Help. America's, obviously, we all know, number one podcast. Don't look it up. We don't know who you are, but we know you're a follow-up call. So do you want to tell us who you are and what's going on?
Of course. It's Lorelai from Austin with the naked neighbor and the
Yes.
Oh.
The one with
Yeah,
the trampoline.
Yes.
You guys have a trampoline, the kids jump over. She has an Instagram. She likes to get sun on her vagina. Is that correct?
We all do.
I mean, in a nutshell, that's exactly what's happening.
Right.
Laurel, the floor is yours.
Well, the update's not great.
Before you start, what was our advice to you, just so I remember clearly?
Yeah.
What did we tell you
Well,
to do?
Okay, well, what you at the end of it, the crux of it was that Gareth was gonna like shack up with her, and they were gonna live a long, happy life, and I should tell my kids to shut up.
What was the advice before that?
That feels like last second bad advice.
Yeah,
there must have been something about like privets or putting a fence up.
Yeah, I think
Or
we said we said put up some
screen.
privacy barriers. Yeah, like a screen.
And then I think at the end, Gareth said he was going to marry her.
Yeah, and that happens. 80% of the calls end with that.
Agreed.
Yes, it was like a net or something. So to put some privacy, of course, growing trees takes a long time. So not a lot's happened. We moved the trampoline about 10 feet closer to the house.
Mm-hmm.
And we've not had any naked sightings.
Great.
We have been playing. Yeah, so that's good. But summer's around the corner, so I feel like it's coming. We do play. My husband's a big fan of the National, so we play the National really loud because I feel like that keeps the vibe where we want it.
Sure.
Maybe keeps it kind of quiet. But then she also kind of, I don't know if it was in response to, but she was singing Alanis Morissette Uninvited.
Ooh, like a pointed.
It's a very specific song.
It's very pointed, right? So,
Yes.
So I don't know where. I think we're gonna run into them, and I just don't know how it's gonna go.
Ooh, so it's a little sideways at the moment.
It's a little. It feels like something's. Yeah, it feels like something's on the horizon because we have a pool. There's a neighborhood pool, and they like to go there. I think I told you that she wears not a lot of clothes to the pool.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
That's my wife, so let's all relax a little bit. It might not be a bad idea to this might be a stupid thing. It sounds like there's tension, or maybe not tension. We're not sure. There's not much
There's either
going on.
Paranoia or tension.
Yeah, so what if you just did something where you just brought something over to her?
I'm
just
with
like
this, Garth.
a weird kind of whatever. Just nothing major, but just be like, hey, I made a bunch of this. Here, do you want some?
And you know what I would do? I would give it to all your neighbors. I would go make 100 cookies and give each neighbor 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not just doing it to her, but just like as a happy summer.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Something
good.
like that.
Yeah. I like that. We have a neighbor that actually moved in, so that would
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
make sense.
Just to squash it a little bit, and then because then we got to see what's going to happen with the nudity.
Yeah. And if I'm over there, there's gonna be a lot of it, and mail too. A lot of mail.
Not a lot of mail. I've seen you naked.
Well, not recently. Things are worse. So
Things don't grow besides stomachs.
stomach's the only thing that can get big now.
Dude, I get so hard these days, my stomach.
Man, I'll tell you what,
All right. Well, listen, we appreciate the follow up on this one, but I think let's just try to.
Yeah.
The passive aggressive song seems a little worrisome. So let's potentially maybe do 10 cookies each, welcome the new neighbor, say something sweet. And if she's, getting naked and getting weird, then maybe we can pitch again. But I do think it's going to be the privacy screen.
Yeah, I agree.
All
Okay,
right. Thank you for the follow up. We appreciate you.
All right, Laura. Good luck. I'll see you this summer.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Hey everyone, producer Kevin here. This next follow-up is from episode 15. It's called Dougie McBuckets. It's from October 5th, 2023, and it is the second call in the episode. So if you'd like to listen as a quick refresher, that's where you can do it. Enjoy.
Hello.
Hey, Kevin, you want to intro this one?
Yeah, go for it, Kev. Let's see what you could do. Why don't you try to host for a minute, Kev?
Okay, here I go.
Oh, that's terrible.
Hey caller, this is a follow-up. We don't know who you are or why you're calling, but can you remind the guys?
Nice.
Yeah, I'll try to make this one really fun and light. I'm Corinne. I am the 27, now 28-year-old who had, emphasis on had, rectal cancer.
Oh, yes.
Wait.
You're trying to...
Yeah,
Corinne, it's in the past.
it is in this past. And I don't want to say you guys cured it.
Yeah,
But I
go
think
ahead.
you guys have a positive testimony.
Yes.
We're here to help cure cancer.
You said it. We didn't say it. You said it.
Well, first of all,
I can say it.
first of all, walk us through where you're at. So when you say it's in the past, you're out of the woods.
I am. I had
yeah.
a tumor resection in November.
Way to
And
go.
thank you. So now I will just be scanned on a 3 to 6 month basis and just
easy.
return to normal life.
So now that we are out of the woods with cancer, which we are very happy about, you're part of our group, so we are glad. Now let's get to the important stuff. How's the sex life?
Yeah.
Because you didn't call in saying,
No.
help me cure cancer.
It. Yeah.
You said, how do I get back into the sexual swing of this with this? And we said, I don't think guys care.
Yep. We were pretty clear.
Yes.
And I was like, we also said, I don't think you
good.
need to tell anybody. Just,
Yep.
I don't think a guy's going to be like, wait a second, we had a wild 69 and I found out after you're battling cancer.
You lied to me. Yeah. No, they will
I
not give a
take
shit.
back that 13 minutes.
So
Corinne,
what's going on now,
yeah.
Corinne?
Well, unfortunately, I still haven't gotten laid.
It's all right.
But I'm working on it.
So nothing happened with the men. What's going on there? This doesn't make sense.
No, okay, but I did put myself out there, which
Good.
I was proud of, because
Okay.
I feel like when your own morality comes into play, nothing really matters anymore. So I think that has helped a lot with dating because
Right.
That's cool.
like there's no stakes. It's like,
Yeah, that's
who
great.
cares? It's like
Yes.
if you put yourself out there and you get turned down, I was proud that I did that because
That's
that was
cool.
normally not my vibe. But when you're like, I could die,
Yeah.
you really just don't
Yeah.
give a shit anymore.
That's awesome.
How have you been trying to meet people? What were the ways because we were talking about setting up dating profiles and all that stuff. Have you tried anything outside of that?
Yes. And I have dating profiles set up, but then the person I tried to pursue was actually a friend. So I just went rogue. I just went complete. You said, how about keep it normal? And then I decided to go after someone who knew everything about my current situation. So
And what happened?
I just said YOLO. That person isn't interested in dating right now, which is
Okay.
fine. And I didn't take it personally.
Good.
But you just gotta risk it sometimes.
It's quite a time when you've figured out how to beat rectal cancer, but dating still eludes us. It really says a lot about the state of the world.
Yes, that just goes to show modern dating. The rectal cancer was the easy part, and
Yep.
now we're to the actual challenging bit.
And so where we're ending on this is that you at 28 years old have beat rectal cancer. You are cancer free and you are ready to mingle.
Mm-hmm.
And you're now gonna see what
So
happens. Because you went through, what was it, about 18 months, this whole ordeal?
Probably like a year.
A year. So that was a wild year. So like COVID, you get to erase that year. That was a year that doesn't count on your record. So now you're starting over. And so now that you're cancer free, you've got a new attitude, and that new attitude is, as you say, YOLO, let's go for it. So I think from 28 to 30, let's just go fucking nuts.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think you should. I think you should
Gareth,
just go.
no.
Let me jump in ones and twos. No, what I was going to say also is that do that, and even though it seems you will find at some point someone who finds this story and this ordeal like so compelling and will value it, and until then, just enjoy yourself. Don't worry about it, but it I think at some point you'll find value in the fact that and someone else will as well,
Okay, and while I have you guys, I do have another.
We got to go, Corinne. Oh, no, go ahead.
I'm like,
Thank you so much for the
I
call.
actually have something.
All right. No, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
because of this whole ordeal, like it took up a year of my life and I wasn't dating previously. I'm now like 28 and I haven't had sex in 2 years. And I feel like that's something people don't really talk about, or it just feels kind of weird.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if I'm putting that on myself, if anyone actually does give a fuck, you know?
Nobody gives a fuck. What's your worry? That you forgot how to fuck? You didn't. Trust me. Believe me, you haven't. It'll be fine.
Corinne,
no
it's
man
like-
will notice.
It's like being ridden by, it's like you're the bicycle, yes? The person on top of you still will remember how to ride the bike.
Yes, and it'll be.
I'm just along for the ride.
At least for the first 3 minutes of the first one, and then you get to go like, now you're the bike.
Yeah, you will really have you guys. It'll
You're
be,
gonna be
yeah.
fine. And I'm gonna
it'll
tell
be
you,
fine.
I'm gonna tell you another thing here. There's something really appealing to the majority of guys of going, it's been 2 years and nothing's happened. And you go, because I'm so goddamn sexy and cool that I am the guy. And you go, it's all been waiting for you. And the guy goes like, of course. So this
Yeah.
is, if anything,
It's like
I would say a
It's a
positive.
selling point.
what this
It's
guy.
wait, hold on, Gareth. It's way better saying I haven't been with somebody in 2 years than I've been with 4,200 people in the last year and a half.
Well, by the way,
this is a
neither
better
would
one.
dissuade. Neither would dissuade. But it's great because it's basically like you get to try to get a layup against someone who just had MCL surgery and got the green light to start again.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
way
yeah.
better. You
That's
have a much.
exactly right.
They're gonna relish it, and it'll work out.
This
Just
is a
keep-
big win. You're in such
totally.
a good zone. Here's what I gotta suggest as the premise of this, as we're in a bar just pitching to you. Don't create obstacles. Even that to you. This is a non-obstacle. And I will say, having rectal cancer while going on a date to me is also, these are non-obstacles. You are 100% in the clear. There's no, I haven't done this in 2 years. Who cares? Even if you said, I'm 28 years old and I've never kissed a guy, fine.
Yeah.
These are non-obstacles.
That's really good to hear.
But I also wouldn't be, I think if you're on a date, I also think it's a hot thing to say, to go like, I got to be honest with you. I haven't had sex in 2 years. Great.
Yeah. I don't
Fun.
think there are many flaws within the male psyche. Among them is there will be no judgment on
Yeah.
that. Sex will be sex.
I wonder if, Garth, and this is a question to both you guys, if in reverse it is different. Like if you were on a date, Corinne, and a guy said to you, I haven't had sex in 2 years, is that a bit of a turnoff?
I have been with someone in the past who wasn't very sexually experienced, and it was definitely different because I feel like, at least in my sexual experiences as a woman, sometimes I find the driving force comes from the man. So I just feel like there was a little bit of a dynamic shift, but it wasn't a bad thing. I kind of felt like a badass.
Now we're
The
talking.
men that listen, the upside and the downside to being the guy in the straight fucking is that you are in charge of the time. And unfortunately, that is on you. So if the time is great, hey, listen, you're with a pro.
Well, as they
if
say,
the time is short, whoopsies.
As they say, the heavyweight fight was scheduled for 10 rounds, but it rarely goes 10 rounds.
and then a boxer knocked himself out before he got in the ring. Not great.
Because the other boxer did like a really sexy, cute dance that was unexpected at the beginning.
And the fight's canceled. There's no fight.
Well, as I was walking out, I didn't know the other boxer was going to have that song on and do that cool thing with their robe.
great
And
song.
you walk out, you get to the ring, you turn around, you walk back.
I have a concussion.
A concussion.
Oh my God.
Couldn't be a more Gareth line in the history of Gareth lines.
I'm out of here, everybody. Thank you so much.
Hey, Corinne, thank you for the call. We appreciate you. And all bits aside, congratulations on being cancer-free.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. It was lovely chatting.
Will you follow up again? And this is now just going to be it's going to sound creepier than I intended, but will you follow up after you have broken the seal?
Yes, I would
Yes.
love nothing more.
Corinne,
Good. So now
we
we're
are
pushing you. We're
invested.
pushing you.
We are invested in your story. Let us know.
So we want you on soon.
Oh, thanks,
so
guys.
get out there. We want to hear the story, good, bad, or indifferent, but we want to know what happens when that 2-year curse is lifted.
Yes.
Okay, I'll get to work.
We appreciate you. Thanks for calling in.
Wow.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, buddy.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thank you guys for watching us on YouTube. Please
Like and subscribe so you don't miss any of this quality content.
ring, ring.
Here to help. Go ahead.
Cut.
That was a headgum podcast.